Hello everybody, I'm back. What is this hair though? Don't worry, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done soon so we don't have to stare at whatever this is. Anyways, today in this video, I will be doing a summer read recommendation. All these books I have read, I've liked, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of a haul of what you should read this summer. Let's get started. We have Passenger Princess over there. This lighting is trash.
Oh, the sky's so high.
Okay, so the first book is The Siren by Kiera Cass. Kiera Cass is one of my auto-buy authors. I've read all her books. I read the Selection series twice so far. I definitely want to read it again. And 1,000 Heartbeats is one of my favorite books, and I've convinced my friend to read it, and she's loved it too. And the one who didn't like Powerless, she DNF'd it. What's new? Can anyone see who's surprised? Sorry for keep calling you out, but love you. This is about Kaylin and Akinley. Akinley, I literally loved him. This is about a siren, and she can't like talk to humans. Yeah, a single word from her can kill, but she falls in love with Akinley, and so yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. It was like really good. I read this super fast. I think I read it in a day or two. The text is so big too. But yeah, I actually want to reread this myself. The one thing about Kiera Cass's books that kind of irks me is the people on the cover, like real people, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, let's go on to the next book. The best summer series I think everyone in the entire world, entire universe should read. Like, I've heard people don't like the book. What? I don't understand. I literally read this one in like one sitting. The only reason I didn't finish it was because I didn't pack the second book to the lake, and I was like, I need something to read on the drive home, but I did finish it in the car. Immediate, yes, 6 stars all the way. This one was pretty good. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 4-star because it was just a lot of nothing. Like, it was a lot of back and forth. But I think everyone still needs to read this one. I mean, I still give it a 4-star, I'm pretty sure, which is still, like, really good. Maybe I gave it a 5-star. I can never remember. I, like, a terrible remembrance of what I rated it, unless it's, like, a 6-star. Well, in this one, it says, some summers are just destined to be pretty. And this one says, is it really summer without the beach or the boys? And this one says, if only summer could last forever. Honestly, though, at least you get to go to Cousins Beach. I don't even have, like, a ocean nearby, so thanks a lot for complaining, Belly. Belly, honestly though, she was a whiner complainer. Let's everyone say it who they're team for. Personally, I'm team Conrad. Like, I get Jeremiah's a better guy in person, but like, I loved Conrad through and through. I might throw a little shade your way if you're team Jeremiah, but like, I get it a little bit, like that much. I get it because he's like an actually decent human being. I'm pretty sure all these books are YA unless I tell you otherwise. All of these books are clean too, so yeah, enjoy your amazing summer of clean girl reading. Make that a hashtag, clean girl reading. The next book I am gonna give you was one of my favorites from last year. Float. Yes, I literally was reading this and someone came up to me and she's like, are you reading Float? And I'm like, yes. And she's like, I read that and I loved it. I'm like, oh my gosh, slay. This book was so good. It's about Waverly and Blake. I loved Blake. Literally, I zoned in every time Blake was in the book. Like, every other time is like, when Blake was in it, best believe I was paying my utmost attention. I got my cute little pink and blue tabs. Waverly comes from Alaska. I wish. Where's my secret aunt in Florida? And then I'm pretty sure Blake is her next door neighbor. And Blake is also a lifeguard. That's how you can tell I read it if you just didn't pay attention to any of the tabs or the highlighting. I just highlighted that whole page pretty much. Bro, it's the last page. She said, I bet you thought you got rid of me. And he's like, well, joke's on you, sucker. I'm staying. You're serious? Your dad said I can stay? He called my mom and everything. They said, yes, I can transfer. They'll ship anything I need. And then they kiss. That was kind of a lot. Sorry about that one. Anyways, it's a movie though. I just remembered. It's a movie. I gotta reread this summer and watch the movie. I also got this for my sister for her birthday. Me and my friend both bought them and we read it at the same time, and it was an all around amazing summer. She literally loved this book too. On to the next book. The next book I read.
Oh my gosh, it is actually like so hot in this car.
So I read Sunkissed. It's about people in summer camp, I'm pretty sure. This book was pretty good. It wasn't like... This was a good short summer read. My sister also read it. My friend is gonna get it this summer to read it. But it was a good short summer book. I started reading it when I was at camp, so it was like utmost vibes. But I loved Brooks. Of course, like, it's rare I don't like the guy. It's often I don't like the girl though. Like, Avery was mid. But anyways, it's about Brooks and Avery, and I'm pretty sure Avery is a counselor, or maybe she's not. All I know is Brooks plays in a band, and I'm pretty sure Avery always sneaks off. It was a good short summer read if you want, like, a quick. It was literally, it's 305 pages. POV, my camera just overheated. Okay, let's move on to the next book. The Summer of Broken Rules, another banger from last summer. Like, I literally love this. It's about Meredith and what is the guy's name? Is his name Whit? Okay, so Whit, did not remember that. Whit and Meredith, he's the groomsman. They're at a wedding, and her sister passes away 18 months ago. This summer, she is determined to join the world again, but she's unexpectedly dumped before she goes to, like, get ready for the wedding. And they're playing, like, this big game of assassins. POV, different camera angle, because my camera kept turning off because it's overheating.
Whatever.
Anyways, it's all fun and games until someone loses their heart. So cute, so good, would recommend to everyone for every summer. I was reading this at 4th of July last year, and someone was literally like, what are the tabs and what is the highlighting for? And I'm like, the tabs are to go back on something I want to remember, and then the highlighting is something I thought funny, and if there's a double, it means something funny that I want to remember. So there's always like a process to reading books. Like, it's not like all fun and games. Yeah, so go pick this right up and go read it. The next book I read is The Counselors. I started it on my birthday last year. I got it at the Barnes & Noble $5 section, and then I picked it up and I started reading it, and it's pretty good. Like, I was on the edge of my seat reading it. It's about this girl at summer camp. She's a counselor, but then someone ends up dying, and they find him in the lake, and they have to, like, kind of figure out, like, who did it and everything. And, like, weird stuff starts happening at the camp, and, like, everything just starts getting, like, crazy. Like, I mean, like, whack. They're all, like, scavenging to find what is happening. But yeah, it was a good, like, summer thriller. Like, after all those, you kind of need, like, a refresher, and this definitely does it. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the only one not a romance. I cannot find many summer thrillers, but this one sure did it. Okay, the next book. So the next book is a duology. It's When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect. So this first one, I read it for my book club. It's about Amelia Rose and Noah. It's kind of a grumpy sunshine. She's a pop singer, and he's a small town baker who runs, like, I'm pretty sure he runs a bakery, if not a pie shop. But it was pretty good. Like, they met because she drove into his lawn. I'm pretty sure she got lost. Yeah, when Noah Walker finds Amelia on his front lawn in her broken down car, he makes it clear he doesn't have time or patience for celebrity problems. So he's like so small town. He's like, get out of here. You're not wanted. Well, because she needs a break from the world. Like, everything's stressing her out. So she just leaves. But then he starts seeing like a different side of her. They start connecting, like, not pop star, but like the real her. And it says, Amelia can't resist falling for the cozy town or her grumpy tour guide. Anyways, and then this one is about his sister, Annie, Amelia's bodyguard, Will. I bought this on my birthday. I snatched it up because I read this one and I could not resist. And she owns a flower shop. Her jumper, bro, is so banger. Like, need to find me one of those. But Will, he's just so nice and he just takes care of her. So this one is a Grumpy Sunshine, and then this one is Acquaintance. But she's so small town and he's like not really. So like she's like showing him the ropes. Yeah, and she's like, you have to get a truck. If you're gonna live in this town, you have to get a truck. And I'm like, I need to get a truck too, bro. And I loved how it's like, it looks hand drawn. So does this one. Like, always gonna be a hit with Sarah Adams is what I've found out so far. And all the rest of these are bonus. Like, I'm pretty sure I read most of these in summer. I don't think they're classified as summer books. I definitely recommend you read them in summer. The first one is I just hit myself. Is The Bodyguard. It's about Hannah Brooks and Jack Stapleton's. She's the bodyguard for him, and he has like some crazy as ever stalker. They're all like, what is happening right now? Then he brings her home, acts like she is his girlfriend. So it's kind of like bodyguard, fake dating. Oh, no, not like that. My camera.
This is not a good day for filming.
It says, she's got his back, he's got her heart, they've got a secret, what can possibly go wrong? And it's like really good. She's overprotective of him, which is a breath of fresh air. It's always the guy being the bodyguard, as we literally just saw. Bodyguard is the boy, but this one, the girl is the bodyguard. So that is a breath of fresh air. I love Catherine Center. But yeah, it's a really good book. I would recommend you read it during summer. Look at this cover though. It is so cute, and it like the spine and the back. Let's move on to the next book. The book I can never stop talking about, Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. It's about Wes and Libby. Trust, I will never forget those names. Literally, look at all those tabs. I loved this book. I loved it. And every chapter has like a quote from a movie. Sweet Home Alabama, 10 Things I Hate About You, When Harry Met Sally. And it makes me like want to go and watch all those movies. I've seen a couple of them. Or like You've Got Mail and everything. It says, a fun, sweet love letter to romantic comedies. Perfect for anyone who wishes their life had a film-worthy soundtrack, a quirky wardrobe, and a memorable meet-cute. That's actually literally what it is. She has a crush on this other guy named Michael, and he's trying to help her get the guy, but then they end up falling for each other instead, which is way better because Michael's a jerk and Wes is amazing. But yeah, I would totally recommend this to everyone. I'm pretty sure both my friends have read this and they both loved it. So yeah, let's move on to the next book. The next book I literally think everybody should read. The Cheat Sheet and the Rule Book. I literally bought this book just like on a whim. I was at Target one day, just snatched it up, and I've not regretted it. I've literally read this one twice. I read it last summer again. The first time I read it in one day. Yeah, it's about Bree and Nathan. I literally recommended it to my friend. Actually, I gave it to my friend in a book bouquet. She snatched it up and read it so fast, and she loved it. Like the single book she's never DNF'd. Well, like they're friends. Then they like lost contact, and then they became friends again, and then they run every morning. They get each other donuts. He has girlfriends, but then when they make him choose between Bree and them, he always chooses Bree, and we know why, right guys? But like, this book has me feeling everything always and forever. And in this book, it's about Derek, which is Nathan's best friend, and his like an NFL agent, and they lovers to enemies to friends to lovers again, and then they have to fake date. I feel like they should end up gotten married. But I literally love Bree and Nathan in this book too. They are so funny. They are that couple who just like is mothering. They are the parents of the friend group. Literally after this book, like all the friends got married except this guy over here. Yeah, it's super good. There's trigger warnings at the front. Trigger and content warnings, like, because Derek has dyslexia and it was diagnosed late and his just parents were like really mean to him. Just like read the trigger warnings. But anyways, like I would totally recommend. Like that is such a cute beach cover. So cute. So let's move on. Then the last book series I have with me right here is Lemon Gelato. I would 100% recommend reading this book. Lena, and she has to go, and she meets this guy named Ren, and he like shows her around. And then this is about Addie, Lena's best friend. She like goes on a trip. She's visiting Ireland, and she is going to all these spots. So if you're going to Ireland, I would 100% recommend reading this because it is all the vibes and then some. But this one does not follow anyone from the previous books, and I think it's too long. I don't recommend that book to anyone. Like I recommend this one, and then if you want this one, I read this one at the beginning of the year. I feel like it was like 300 pages too long, and we didn't get to kiss till page 500. So yeah, it was like a lot of lollygagging. But yeah, I love these other two. I would recommend. And then the last series I'd like to recommend is the Legacy Inn series. I'm gonna put them up there. They are so good. I've reread the first and second book 2 times already. I'm not gonna give you like insight, but they're all going to like this one camp called Legacy Inn, and they all have like different ones. Like the summer I fell for my best friend, the summer I fell for my fake boyfriend, the summer I fell for a billionaire, and the summer I fell for my enemy. Like they all have different plots that make them really interesting, and I could not like ask for more. She does it so good. I especially love the first one, Bree and Noah. I literally never stop thinking about them. Like if I'm gonna think about anyone, it's gonna be them. That is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please go watch some of my other videos so that I can keep making good old book content for you guys. And because I just sweat my eyes out. But anyways, I will hope to see you guys in another video. Bye!